Have fun. My stream. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go over it.
Explain the declining birth rate. One less effort has been tossed on the fire. So the benches are for families. Yeah. And, maybe a...
Facing that way, so you're good now.
Oh my goodness, we're getting good here now. It's awesome. Oh, you just came so far.
Alright, take two. You know, we are just as excited to be here.
Yeah, make yourself cozy, go mingle. Yeah, they're all over the place.
They are the American
Between Sam and I, 8
Sam and Graham took over their apartment.
Thanks for joining me.
Graham taught Zoe. They're from Bend, Oregon.
How are you back?
And it's such a beautiful day. Sorry. Go ahead. Hi, I'm Victoria. I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You're from Korea. We lived here. Oh, I thought we were living in Mount Nui. I dated him. I thought. There's so many people. Hey, Beck. We did. You guys decided to do that yesterday? Beck, how you doing? Victoria. Victoria. Sorry. This time. Yeah. No, it's great.
Oh, there we go. So that one is really a prototype.
I'll stick it in. No.
We never get on this. Is there anything else?
I'm really excited to like so
Exactly. We just thought it was easier.
Go up and sit with my parents.
my husband
So you still knew that that's what you wanted. Yeah. You found a way. I assume so. Well, so, you're not saying the shoulder thing. Well, I guess also means I was leaving winter as well, you know.
Okay, yeah, I saw that there was like a text or whatever.
So we need to do this often,
Good, you just gotta do quick. My brother, but like he was on the line. He was just like scared. He was like, just like, I was like looking at him, and he looked at me, and I was just like, that's when I turned in the other direction. Because he was just like,
They look good.
they do look great. Not surprised that Ben do.
To be fair, you looked at Rich John. To be fair, you looked at Rich John.
I'm sexually attracted to him.
Yeah, I know.
Extremely. It's difficult. I only know South Park. I was like, I feel like there's such like a weird like level of drinking where I'm like, okay, but not at all.
Yeah.
It's like such a fine line of like.
Reminds me of champagne.
I've only had champagne once.
It's like had like all of the taste.
But also an awful taste.
So you're staring at me, you're staring at me, and I'm like,
You just look like you're trying to get help.
yeah,
I want to edit this conversation. Help.
yeah. Somebody get me out of here.
This dude's hitting on me.
Howdy.
On. Wagwan.
What did you get?
Margarita.
He seems a little like unorganized.
What's right?
He seems a little like unorganized.
Yep.
Like fumbling.
Started.
A lot of shit. Is it primarily like a beer truck? Is that why? Like, not really expecting cocktails.
I mean,
he's got the gear for it,
Yeah.
and
Like he was just kind of like fumbling with everything. Like, do we approach him too aggressively and like is he not set up? Like,
That should be his TV though, because here it's landscape right now.
I think he got that.
Can you send me the link then? Or who is setting up the link?
I can share the link to you, I think.
Actually, yeah, I'll just look at
Because
it myself.
we tested it.
Do you want me to put Minnow in for now? Because you're gonna walk out with her, right?
Yep,
So
yep.
just put her inside for now.
I just don't know what like food or anything is out. Yeah. You're welcome to hang out with her inside, but like,
So that's the way it's looking.
Yeah.
oh, weird.
Grab a bubbly if you don't mind.
So then we just turn it to portrait
Is that
mode.
the landscape thing there? Do you hit that in the corner?
Yeah, what's happening
that's,
there?
that's my
Well, just wait. It's delayed, right?
Yeah,
It'll
that's
take
what I
like
figured.
Yeah, but you want wide angle.
you know,
I love how it's like delayed by. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So it just looks like that now. Well, at least it's oriented right.
So there's no way on this to do it, eh?
No, because it's auto locks like that. Shoot.
Can you restart it?
I could try and restart it, I guess.
So, but. See, so I think he's probably watching the TV. So when this catches up, and I've just turned mine to landscape, it should.
He might have to go on his TV and change his settings or something. Because it makes more sense to do landscape, right? You can capture more stuff. Yeah, and the TV is oriented to landscape.
Did you get your haircut at the same place?
So this will catch up in a minute, right?
do they charge you extra?
Yeah, I'm a ginger.
It's funny how long it's
Like, no, I don't think so. How much is yours?
They wouldn't. No.
Maybe I did.
It's quite the delay.
I didn't.
Oh, it's so delayed. But I think the delay is almost more so now.
It depends. Like I know it's like if you go for like Kira has to pay a shit ton to get she gets her hair done. But she
There's
gets like
10 people right now.
very,
tuned in.
very thick, very curly hair generally. So like they really pay her by the hour. She had like when you didn't get them getting a haircut, it's like what, like $200.
Is it even going right now?
It's usually like
Orientation,
300.
rotate back.
Yeah. And then I usually tip 100.
Because this is still.
Oh, so now it's set like that.
How does that happen?
Like look, when I go like this, it tells me orientation is locked, rotate device back. So now it's locked like this.
Yeah, just set it up because it wouldn't let us switch it back. So
Oh
it
yeah.
might be good to just restart.
Yeah, it's one of those
Just
like,
restart the stream.
Yeah.
unrecognized expenses that like,
But then if I exit it,
So now we've gone this way.
cosmetics and hair like,
Jesus.
are like crazy.
you know what?
Well,
If it,
so like
oh no, because it doesn't continue if I go like this, right?
it's like curly.
Does it not continue filming?
Hard to deal with. Do you want me to hold?
No, it's okay. Sorry, Minnow, I just kicked you in the face.
I would say hard.
I don't know.
But it's different.
Can I give it to you to figure out my mood?
I think you should just restart it. Restart the live stream.
But then how would I send out the link to everyone again?
That's a good question.
I can't do that.
Okay.
It's like,
All right. Well, we'll make do.
I think just make do.
Okay. Let me.
Not going to be ideal.
That's okay.
Would it be hard to get the link to everybody again?
Pardon me?
Would it be hard to get to the link to
We're
everybody?
not going to resend it
No, it's when
out. On your phone, it's actually. You're going right now. Yeah, and that's the mood holding it. So.
Live chat.
You can chat right in there. Or you can share a link. Oh, create a channel to join the chat. So you can log in. Yeah, it's like that the shark clip section right there. Yeah, it's nice area. Like it's right now.
Over, so.
Yeah, it's all rain earlier, so everything's green. It's normally be like gray and brown.
Need something like pushed against the other side or something.
Oh, my favorite.
Hey, okay.
Renovated. Room and everything.
I mean,
Good enough.
yeah, relatively.
Right away, I was like, yeah, let's go there. Oh, yeah. True. I guess it'd be tough. How's the drive?
Yeah, this is what we got to deal with here. You use like 2 of the legs and then put the phone down.
I saw your photo.
Use 2 of the legs.
Yes, minnow. Rescue dog. So,
Yep. I'll have to. This is the best way.
German Shepherd Lab.
So this is what we're getting here. We're getting.
Yeah, let's do. Put like one of these
gonna be
legs
best
this
too.
way.
Hey.
That'd be so cool. I would love to.
Yep, perfect. Just want to make sure we'll be able to do it over there.
We did the same thing. We found a like Rover owner. They passed their dog.
Live stream right now. It's live stream. It's
Setting it up, and you push the button.
yep. Still working? Yep.
Awesome.
There we go.
Perfect. Awesome.
I have no idea what time it is. Probably about to grab my mom and head up.
What a Graham's brother?
Okay, Graham, yeah. I'm the oldest.
And your brother as well?
Yep. I'm Rowan. I'm the youngest.
Owen?
Rowan.
Rowan?
Yeah.
Brandon?
Nice to meet you.
We taught and Dylan together.
Ah.
Just 1 year. So our last year was there. And then they moved to
Make sure to not be
I know. I might. Yes, as she's taking a picture, cut it off. Is it still, is it doing something funky on this side?
It's like slightly out.
It doesn't look okay.
Do you want us to get in the way so you can like
So this is the best we could do because we can't flip it. But I've tested here and there. It's a good
Yo. People have been saying
Oh, it looks perfect.
things like that. So if it's portrait and portrait.
yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
set up a live stream.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's right. Welcome back.
no, I'm good. I mean, what if?
Yeah, so it's all good that way, just you know, it has to be.
Okay.
That's crazy.
No, that's wrong.
Miles.
Miles?
According to
I don't bike.
So we're not like
I was appearing. Yeah, like a significant amount, but mostly for community.
General.
For miles and miles, like works
Writes for Bikepacking Magazine and such. Pretty cool if you like brought this like minivan thing because if people were interested, like, hey, look at this. This is where I literally live.
Series of photos. Yeah, good. I'm enjoying it. Okay, I'm gonna go and hide.
That's cute. Is that like baby Olivia or is that Samantha's baby?
guessing it's maybe a little more.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I think that's Sam's dad. And he looks similarly balded. And that looks like Olivia. Stupid buggy jacks. Bit big.
But we have some video and I rewatched it. Comes the red.
There is the Rick. The one and only.
If he fell down the stairs, he would have been rickrolled. Howdy. You're on camera.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Watch out what you're doing. You're on camera right now.
Everybody's looking at your junk right now.
Yeah, like straight up. Oh, right on your butt.
There's 15 viewers. He's like gone.
Oh yeah, they still fit me, but the
Indeed.
no, I didn't track that.
Admittedly.
But they go on the side.
Quite. Yes.
You said on something that's in the wrong hole.
No, we struggled to start, but once we started
We
it,
went and got food for like after you guys left. We walked to a cafe and got a sandwich. I got cake too. I got cake too.
Cake?
Yeah,
carrot cake.
carrot cake. Why? Because it was like a cafe, so I got a brie and ham and brie sandwich with carrot cake.
Yeah. Or are we supposed to go sit down?
I don't know.
Should I run to the washroom first?
Yeah, so we opened that book.
Should I run to the washroom first?
You can walk up there and say hi to my grandmother.
That book isn't that old. I think that book was maybe 2005.
Well, that's not long.
Some of the card parts are hard. Like chord changes are really, really quick. I know, you know, but they're like G, B minor, D, A, G. Friends of Kings, like a larger array of friends. And it's just like other songs.
They're great.
But it's fun because like you just kind of lay them like lay them on the floor, hold them just lay them on. He likes it. Yeah, he likes it. Yeah. Would you go to the water park first? It's a water park. Yeah, a good one. There's a bucket. It fills. The bucket doesn't fall. The water falls.
Change that wording a little bit.
There's a dispensing like a platform.
So the water tips to this plate, and then the plate disperses them.
Because give us a
It sounds like there's an
I bet she did, but she would have been.
Please do. Please do. Because I'm unemployed and homeless, so like I'm free all the time.
She's having she's living the house.
So my parents came out last year. And they definitely, I had this idea that I was going to come back and summer class, yeah, this is it. No, wrap one. But, so now priority in my car. So then I did.
But maybe we must invest it.
Well, so I've applied. I learned
And there's some photos. But this watermark.
So something still may come out,
And then instead of going home, You'll be there. It's on script. Yeah, there's a group. Good guys. Okay.
I'm sure they're going to hate you.
We have a dog too, so it's like it's really been getting
We'll have plenty of quality time. Don't worry.
Because Kim goes
Judy, the double layer.
Why did you say that?
Everybody, we're going to be starting in about 47 seconds. I know. Everybody, you actually got the right seat.
Yeah, have fun.
And I can't sweep you off of your feet.
You all look very well behaved.
Will your mouth still remember the taste of
Is that a true situation?
No.
Will
Oh,
your
good,
eyes
thank you.
still smile from the truth?
Are you going to be this well behaved? Thank you. So how is everybody today? Are you all ready for a wedding ceremony? Okay, I really didn't hear the enthusiasm there. That's better, thank you. So a couple of things just before we get started. Tom and Graham have asked me to ask you, everyone please, if you would, shut off any phones or devices now before we forget in the middle of the ceremony. It's like being in the movies when they go off in the middle of the also, sometimes we forget and we hold out phones. And then the poor photographer has to try and Photoshop them out. So just to let you know also, we have a wonderful photographer named Kaylee who is going to be taking amazing photos. Everyone, please give her a cheer. Where is Kaylee? Hiding behind you. There she is. Okay, and so her job is much easier if everyone else's devices are off. We do also have a live stream that's being done for those who have not been able to be here, and it is somewhere being set. So everyone please wave to the screen. Okay, so the ceremony itself will be about 25-ish minutes, and I apologize for any heat or sun, but hopefully it'll be a little bit cool with the wind sort of blowing past. Are you all breezy enough now? Okay, we are going to go ahead and get started. So everyone, let us begin by welcoming Sam and Graham into our ceremony space. Woo. Minnow is very enthusiastic. Now everyone, if you would, if you are not already risen, please rise for the bride, Sam, escorted by her father, Steve. Welcome. I'd like to ask you, as Sam's father, do you willingly present your daughter to be married to this man? Absolutely. That sounded very convinced. Thank you very much. Okay, Sam and Graham, would you please actually take 2 steps towards your guest? So, you're not married yet. Towards your guest and face out a little bit towards them, because that's the last time you are going to see them for the next 25 minutes. So welcome to the 2 of you for your wedding, which is on an absolutely gorgeous day. Now everyone, for the record, my name is Reverend Lise LaRue. I'm a ordained interfaith minister and life cycle celebrant, and it is my honor to be here today to marry the 2 of you. So you're going to pretend for the next 25 minutes that you are completely alone and that no one is here watching you. Okay, just give everybody a quick wave, a last wave. Give everyone a wave. Everybody wave back. Bye. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to pretend for the next 25 minutes that you are on a Caribbean beach all by yourself, all alone, with the waves crashing, the sun beaming down upon you, palm trees waving, and a wedding officiant just happening by to talk to you. Everyone else, please also pretend for 25 minutes that you are on that Caribbean beach. Okay, we're all there, but you are all a little bit overdressed, actually, for the beach. So we're gonna have to have a bit of imagination. So today is a celebration of one man and one woman who wish to make a formal commitment to each other in front of all of you, a few birds, a lot of flowers, the universe, but most importantly to each other and yourselves. So everyone, on Sam and Graham's behalf, I would like to thank each and every one of you for being here. It means everything to them that you are here together to witness and take part in their marriage ceremony. You are their people and their closest family and friends who have traveled here from near and far to help them celebrate on such an important day. A diverse group, some from New Zealand, Oregon, Alberta, Ontario, and all over BC. You may be spread apart geographically, but I hear many of you are in the education field. Who here is a teacher? I hear many of you are. Okay, a lot. So you are all here to witness and take part in their ceremony, as I said. And I do mean take part. So many of you are used to interaction with your students, right? So we are going to ask for a little interaction from you. So are you all willing to do or say a couple of things to help them get married today? Nothing weird. If you're okay with that, please say we are.
We are.
Do they sound convinced? Now all of you individually are very important to Sam and Graham, and they would love to mention each and every one of you by name, as you have each made a huge impact on their lives. But if we did that, you'd have to forget about the party. So we'd like to just mention a few special acknowledgements, and for the rest of you, please know that you are loved. So first, they'd like to send their love and best wishes to those not able to be here, such as aunts and uncles, other family members, some grandparents, some friends. They understand completely as current travel restrictions and health make things challenging. Another special acknowledgement is for our couple's parents. Lisa, Rick, John, and Mary Ellen on Graham's side, Wendy, Ken, Steve, and Melanie on Sam's side. Our parents are a massive part of who we are as people, the relationships we form, and what we value. So Sam and Graham want to express their love and appreciation for everything you are and have given, shown, taught them. They wouldn't be who they are today without you. They wouldn't also be who they are without their siblings. Graham's 3 brothers, Benjamin, Miles, Rowan, where are you? Ah, there we go. Sam's sister Kaylee, brother-in-law Ryan, and niece Olivia. Where are they? Oh, Olivia looks very excited. So our parents' parents are also a huge influence upon us. And Sam and Graham also want to acknowledge and honor all of their grandparents. Some who are here and others unable to be here. A few who are no longer here physically, but are for sure watching you and are here today in spirit, such as Sam's Zeta Sydney and Grammy Nola. They wouldn't miss it for the world. So Sam and Graham are so happy you are all here today in person, in spirit, or via technology. So let us begin. Now every great love story starts somewhere. So let's go back to the beginning of yours. We're just going to talk about you for a bit. Did you ever think, Sam and Graham, that working for the Boundless School in Palmer Rapids, Ontario in 2015 wouldn't just give you valuable work experience, but the love of your life? He expected that. Sam, you'd already been there a year or two, and Graham, you were a new teaching intern. So one seemingly normal day, he set off on a bus to go on something called a swim through. This was a tradition at his school where people jumped off a big rock into the rapids and swam to shore. Sam sat next to Graham and they chatted up a storm about work and whitewater paddling. Sam liked Graham's energy, apparently. Seeming gung-ho and ready to try anything and say yes to life. That proved true when they arrived, as he was one of the first to jump into the rapids. So Graham was pretty impressed by Sam too. In his mind, she was a river warrior. So she displayed so much confidence, and he was struck by her positivity, empathy, and care for those around her. She seemed intelligent, creative, wise, and she talked about real rather than just surface things. This motivated them both to go on a first date. Although there was a bit of confusion about the date, the first date. Says that it was when Graham invited her to go camp with Jess and Jason, who were visiting from out of town. See, there's some trouble. Now, apparently, Sam wanted to impress someone as she showed up at the campsite wearing a dress, which is quite unique camping gear, and apparently quite out of character. So she obviously felt you were worth a bit of extra effort. So they spent a few days paddling, swimming, hanging out, and chatting by the fire. But Graham says their first date was completely different. He said it was up at Palmer Fest, a festival for paddlers with music, drinking, and dancing, where you both danced up a storm. Just for the purposes of clarity, was this a different event? How far away was it from each other? Same summer. Okay, so they went on a first date with somebody. I don't know who, but you know, they're here today, so things developed. And you went through several major life events together, such as leaving Boundless, moving to Brazil and teaching internationally, and buying a house together. They found they were able to make big decisions together. As you balance each other out, you communicate, and you just make things work. You enjoy each other's company, whether that is doing an activity or just spending time at home. You have the same philosophy of life and similar visions for the future. So eventually, in February 2021, they both decided they no longer wished to continue dating each other. And it was a no-brainer to make the decision to get married. So as always, they decided together that they didn't want a traditional proposal. They wanted to do it as equals. So they picked out their rings together, which were designed by a local mountain design artist. They decided to each propose to each other separately at some point, a surprise, over Valentine's Day weekend. So Graham's pick was to hike to the top of Knox Mountain with Minnow, go down on one knee and ask her if she would marry him. The following morning, Sam snuck down to the kitchen and she hid a little note into the coffee percolator that he would find when he made their coffee. She stood behind him as he did so, and when he pulled out the note, which said, "I want to drink coffee with you forever," she was waiting very conveniently right behind him with a ring. I'm assuming you both said yes because we're here today. Oh, thank goodness for that. What if one said no and one said yes? Awkward. So before we go on, legal requirements dictate that I get a declaration of intent from you both. Marriage should be entered into voluntarily with the intention it will last for life. So do you, Sam and Graham, in front of all of your witnesses, present yourselves willingly to be husband and wife? If so, please say we do. Very convincing. Do you solemnly not know of any lawful impediment why you should be joined in matrimony? Please say together, we do.
We do.
Even more convinced. Does anyone else know of any impediments? Blink once for yes and twice for no. Oh, there's a whole lot of blinking going on, so I think we're okay. So now that we know how things started, let's talk about what keeps you together. So one sign of a potentially long-lasting relationship is if a couple is proud of each other. If you support and help each other be strong in your weak places and celebrate your strengths. I see that in what you both say about each other. You have so much in common, such as the fact you're both teachers. You love travel and adventure, being in new places, trying new foods, craft beer, and experiencing different cultures. You go hiking, canoeing, camping, and Nordic skiing. Who's better? Who's better at all of those? That's very kind. That's very kind. You take Minnow on long walks, you play board games, and have a Friday ritual, apparently, involving beer and bags of chips. And because you're new homeowners, you are learning everything from scratch, and Google is your best friend. So when asked to name a favorite memory together, unfortunately, neither was able to think of one because there were so many, of course. They both mentioned, everybody, their 5-week trip to Patagonia in 2019. Every day in Argentina and Chile was apparently a dream. You woke up, you hiked in beautiful surroundings, you ate gourmet sandwiches while taking in the stunning mountain views, and you enjoyed 1 or 2 or more glasses of wine at the end of the day. So many elements of that trip were amazing. But one Sam mentioned was that day you tried to hike to see Fitzroy Mountain. The weather wasn't great, so you couldn't make it all the way to the summit. You camped an extra day at the bottom of the final push. You hid in your tent to avoid the weather, napped, played euchre, and ate chocolate. The next day, you got up early, you set off. You made it to the top and sat there for an hour all alone, enjoying the magical view with a thermos of coffee and those amazing sandwiches. Brian says the sandwiches became a symbol of adventure for the two of you along the way. So another memory was also from your trip to Brazil, or rather when you were trying desperately to get out of Brazil during COVID. So you failed in this family when you not had the help of your family, is that right? So if you can get through that together, you can certainly get through life. So whether big moments or small, they all combine to create a wonderful life. So it is now time for you to exchange rings, which will remind you of all of your memories and of your promises today. So whenever you look down at your rings, even if nowhere near each other, you will know each other as close. So who has the rings? I believe Lisa, with the help of Minnow, actually.
Minnow's having a
Lisa,
nap.
did Minnow help you, or did you just, she helped? So if you hold on to the 2 rings for a second, thank you very much, Lisa. Now, if you would both weigh the rings in your hands, they're pretty light, aren't they? They're light. They're very, very light. Okay, the reason for that is that they are currently empty. They haven't yet been filled with best wishes for their marriage from all of you. So what we would like you to do, if you would, is please think for a moment of a best wish or an I love you or a memory of these 2 people, and I'd like you to wishes, and you're going to actually just throw them virtually towards the ring, which please hold out towards your guest. Okay, now if they start getting heavier, let us know. Everyone, please think those best wishes, and they will flow towards these rings. Okay, have you missed any on the right side? Any coming on the left? Are they getting heavier? Okay, everybody, we need a few more. Now, please remember those best wishes, because we are going to talk about them again. So now they are ready to be exchanged because they're heavier. So, Graham, please place Sam's ring on the ring finger of her left hand. It fits? Okay, Sam, please place your ring on Graham's ring finger of his left hand. Uh-oh. It's for the other guy you went on a date with. So if you would both please hold your left ring hands together, left hands, just the left hands alone. And then what I'm going to do is ask you to do something which will prove your commitment to each other. You each have a free right hand. Now, the thing is, I would like you, Graham, to go ahead and put your right hand underneath your ring hands to show that you support and protect this woman. And Sam, please put your right hand on top to show that you support and protect. Now, we are going to be talking about your formal vows. So, we'll just lose the page. The personal vows are private. These were just the formal vows. So just very quickly, do you, Sam, take Graham to be your lawful wedded husband, to have and to hold, to support and respect for as long as you shall live? Graham, do you also wish to have Sam as your lawful wedded wife, have and to hold, to support, and to respect as long as you shall live? Okay, you may drop your hands for a moment. Now they have both said their private vows to each other, but what I would like to tell you is something they have said about each other which will encompass what they may have said. They inspire each other, and they want to spend the rest of their lives together because it will be a life of adventure and growth. Now Sam says Graham is passionate about everything that he does. She is so proud of him for following his passions and pursuing a career he loves. The fact that he so seamlessly fits into her family and feels at home. That he stands up for what he believes in and isn't afraid to share his opinion. But most of all, she loves that he cooks the best eggs. So Graham really appreciates Sam's goofiness as well as her acceptance of his goofiness. She inspires him, and he wants to spend the rest of his life with her because, again, it will be a life of adventure and growth. So with all of this in mind, and the love I can see between you both, by the authority vested in me by the province of British Columbia, it is my great pleasure to pronounce, no, we need their help first. Everyone, I did tell you we need your help. So everyone, what I would like you to do is please me to pronounce them married. So everyone, if you would please repeat after me the phrases I'm going to say. And it needs to be good or we start back at the beginning. No pressure. So I now pronounce. Graham and Sam.
Graham and Sam.
Husband and wife.
Husband and wife.
I think they sound convinced.
Mazel tov!
everyone, you may now seal your vows with your very first kiss of a married couple. Something we still have to do is make it legal. So what we're going to do now is the two of you plus your two witnesses, we will go over to the signing table and sign your marriage license. So being married legally doesn't change how you feel about each other or how you'll live your lives together. You've already created a life that is very much yours. And I know you're looking forward to creating new traditions together. A piece of paper doesn't guarantee anything, but what it does is prove your commitment. So, Diana Sam and your two witnesses, please accompany us to the signing table. Now, while they are at the signing table, everyone, we have something you may wish to start doing. Okay, remember that virtual ring blessing that you gave. What we would actually like is for you to write down that ring blessing. So there are little pieces of paper and pens around the yard. And you will also notice there is a box over on the table. It's called a memory box. That memory box will have a copy of the ceremony, a copy of the vows, and hopefully notes from all of you. So please, when you have a chance, either now or during the few minutes of their signing or any time through the rest of the evening, please write a note for them and don't forget to sign your name. They will open the box next year on their 1-year anniversary and they will pull out the notes and remember your presence here. So we will be back in just a few minutes.
You have a pen?
want me to hold her? Christy, do you want her collar or is she okay in here?
I could take her leash because they want to keep that.
Rick's got the leash.
Oh, hold her up to the camera.
I thought you were thinking she was gonna run away. She's like, what?
John, come.
All of you or like? I don't know where you're going.
And I can't sweep you off.
Don't cover the flashlight.
Oh, hi. Oh, wait, there's somebody behind. Wait a second. Oh. Okay. Ah, I'm covering it. Okay, I'm pushing it.
Here, I'll switch out and then you can take a photo of them.
Oh. I don't want to photo with them. Yeah, it's like an amazing.
You gotta show up if you wanna be seen. We lived together in both Guelph and North Bay.
Final position.
Oh, yes.
Think back where you
Everybody please come back to the last few comments. Everybody, we are almost finished.
I want to make a comment.
So everyone, please, you can fill out the papers after if you would. So finally, from your first date throughout those times overlooking the mountains in Argentina to this moment, you've been making commitments in an informal way. They are the basis of today's vows and are the real bones of marriage. So remember this moment. Things between you will never be the same, not in the way you are or the way you act. But after today, you shall say to everyone, this is my husband, this is my wife. So one of Sam's favorite musical artists is Michael Bernard Fitzgerald. And there is one song that I'd like to read you a few lines from. I need a woman that feels like The Weeknd, kind in the eye, firm in her way. I need a woman all grown up. Give me a love that'll break through fences. Give me the strength to get it right. I'm hers, she's mine. Respect, let me protect. The key to my heart, she's my favorite treasure. So I need a love that's never gonna end, and grab my heart and hold on. So as the song said, Sam and Graham, please grab each other's heart and hold on. And now grab each other's hands, hold on, and head out through your family and friends to begin your married life together. Everyone, please put your hands together. One
Wow, that's still gonna come down. That's to leave it running until it comes down. There's like 30 people on.
I know you're a good dog.
Hey, they coming back. there was discussion about them popping champagne. I don't know. So I'm ready.
My humans are married.
Where did these go?
In the box there. They must have been hot up there. It's hot even here in the partial sun.
They must have known how it would be. Oh, sorry. I didn't know.
What's happening with the glasses? Like, is somebody, like, is the...
He's
Should
by
he just be
himself.
doing rounds? And
Yeah,
like,
maybe, yeah. I don't know if we want to take him back to her.
I'll ask him. I'll hold her. Because I'm happy to help, like, round them up every once in a while.
Hey, Ben, just do this a little bit more.
What's up?
Just do this a little bit more.
What do you mean?
Oh, the other way.
Yeah, we went earlier.
Am I out of the way?
Releasing doves? What's going on?
It's
like the Pope.
Yes, how are you?
I don't know how to say your word.
Hi, Liam, Julia.
Yeah, you didn't teach him how to open
I'm a friend from university.
Away for a few years.
One on my
To
first
be fair, he's old enough to open champagne.
Graham.
and Julia and academics. Yeah.
They're not coming back out again.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they are.
Woo!
It's starting to wobble.
I thought about it, but I got hired and yeah, my sister lives in
Yeah, it's that fun. You still YouTubing?
They're going to like come out. Yeah.
Oh, they're coming?
They're going to come out here. I'll make them go and say goodbye, and then we'll hang it up.
There you go.
Thanks everybody for joining us.
Thank you for joining. How many people are in there?